Okay, so in going off the trailer that we got last time, my theory is that the TVA saw all of the actions that Deadpool took in the post-credit scenes of Deadpool 2, where he was going through the timeline, cleaning it up as he described it, and, well, essentially decided that this is the guy that they're gonna have clean up other things, and then at some point they're gonna turn on him. That was my theory. I had a lot more to delve into for it that I was gonna make a video on, but didn't get around to because I was working on all the other videos. So, now we get to see how close I am. At least for as much as this trailer is gonna tell us. So, let's do it.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
God, that suit looks so good. Oh my god, I love that suit so much. They have cooked Liefeld's just feet up here. Oh my god.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Strange is gonna be in this? What?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. But I can't.
Why is that the one thing that's off limits? Why is that the one thing? That didn't tell me anything if I'm close with my theory or not, so whatever. It looks so good. Oh, I hate when I go through something and don't have anything to talk about. Well, we can run through it again, I guess.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
You know what this scene reminds me of? It reminds me of the Deadpool musical, the Beauty and the Beast parody. This is what the ending was. This is the end credit scene, where Deadpool and Wolverine meet in a bar.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
Oh, he said lady. I thought he said Wade.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, I'm so happy we're getting this. That's such a perfect dynamic.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
Is he talking to X-23 when he says that line? I don't see him calling Deadpool a kid. Might act like it, but I don't see him actually calling him that. I think he's talking to X-23 there.
I am soaking wet right now.
Same.
This is what I'm talking about.
That is so morbid. And I love it. They made a base out of a giant Ant-Man skeleton? That's sick. In multiple meanings of the word.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Is it strange? Is it specifically strange? Or is it just a different sorcerer? I would be surprised if it's not strange, but also they could just be baiting us.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. But I can't.
That's a nice little Deadpool 2 callback. So I'm not any closer. I'm not any closer to figuring out if I was right or not. Unfortunately, not any closer to figuring out if I was right. Okay, this is what I had written at the time of watching the first trailer. And there might be a few things that I don't necessarily think are true after having watched that a few times, but whatever. This was just the basis. So, Deadpool's cleaning up of his own timeline at the end of Deadpool 2 got the TVA's attention on him. But not the TVA at the end of Loki. It's Kang's TVA. Kang's TVA is more militant and ruthless and wants there to only be the one timeline. So they see Deadpool is good at cleaning up the timeline and manipulate him in cleaning up the main MCU timeline by going and ensuring certain events happen. So this is whenever I thought they were in the Age of Ultron forest, even though I think at this point it's more agreed upon that that forest is the one in Logan. And I also said the Iron Man convoy, but I think that the convoy that we see is actually in the Void, not in the Iron Man 1 desert. And this is why Deadpool's called Marvel Jesus. He's putting everything into place. At some point, Deadpool realizes the TVA's desire to only have the sacred timeline, which would of course result in his own timeline and family being pruned. Which, is kind of antithetical to the entire point of doing his timeline stuff in the end of Deadpool 2. So that's why he's eventually fighting against the TVA instead, and probably ends up on the side of Loki's TVA, which lets alternate timelines exist, but they do gentle pruning to prevent it from getting out of hand. That's why Kang is sending his TVA from the past to the future after Loki's TVA to stop any of these alternate timelines from existing. Fox logo appears to be in the Void, obviously. So the Wolverine we see is probably a pruned version of one of the many existing Fox timelines. That's how we can have Hugh Wolverine in a non-mess with Logan story. And probably how all of the other cameos that we're going to be getting are going to show up. Like Pyro last trailer, probably X-23, Elektra. And it's interesting that Paradox says that this Wolverine failed his world. That's just interesting. I wonder what that means. So, Paradox shows Deadpool all of those different MCU scenes, but all of them are from the Infinity Saga. So the different Captain America movies, Age of Ultron, Ragnarok. They're all prior to Loki's involvement with the TVA. Timey-wimey, technically Loki's involvement comes during the Infinity Saga because it branches off of Avengers 2012, but whatever. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. But that's all when it was still just the sacred timeline. This would aid in manipulating Deadpool to ensure this timeline stays the same, until they inevitably betray him by trying to prune his timeline as well. That's what my theory was. I don't know if I'm any closer to being right now than then. This trailer didn't tell me. It told me that Deadpool's world is at stake. So I might be right. I don't know. This just focused on making sure that we knew that it was going to be good. Which I do appreciate. I do appreciate a trailer that's like, hey, this is going to be really good. Don't worry about the story until it happens. We don't want to spoil too much. That's fair. It looks really good and I'm really excited for it. So, yeah. Anyway, do all of that YouTube algorithm stuff. Liking, commenting, subscribing. And I will see you when I see you.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight,